I've had the honor of working with 3 treasurers for Stafford County. Elizabeth Daly, my dear friend, who was absolutely a financial and IT wizard. Bill Colvin, who before he came to work here was the Inspector General of NASA. And I always wanted to be in the room when Elizabeth got his resume for a computer position and saw Inspector General of NASA. And Laura Rudy, who has over 2 decades of banking experience. This is why the Treasurer's Office is as strong as it is, but it takes the right person to carry that on. And Mike is the right person.
I'm not a politician. I'm a proud first-generation American of Malaysian and German descent,
Right.
And I come from roots that value education and hard work. Both my grandparents made their living from literally nothing from the ashes of World War II, and they used their earnings to send both my parents to England because they knew the value of an education. And my parents emigrated to this country, found a community that they loved, and set down roots, and they haven't left to this day. America became their home. And likewise, when I came here 20 years ago for college at Mary Washington to get a degree in economics and geography, I too fell in love with the community, decided to stay, and set down roots. So I'm the father of 3 young children who are here today, and they attend Stafford Public Schools. They use Stafford parks. They participate in Stafford recreation programs. I also served at my church for the past 3 years as chair of their finance committee and weathered a very difficult time with COVID. And right now serve as the chair of the foundation, which is responsible for investing the money and keeping money for the church to keep going into perpetuity. So Stafford's my home to me and my family, and we have a vested interest in the success of the community for the long haul. I've been a public servant for this community for over 17 years, starting as a volunteer with the planning department, and then various roles in the county's GIS department. And after obtaining an MBA with an accounting concentration, I began to apply for accounting jobs here at the county. And that's when Scott offered me a job as a real estate supervisor in his office, which I accepted. And my role is then expanded to encompass all IT support and project management for his office. The commissioner and the treasurer, they work very closely together, and they operate under the same Virginia laws. So even though these positions are elected to serve, they don't have legislative power and they cannot create laws. Their job is to uniformly enforce the laws that are on the books. And that's why education and experience is critical to this job. For the past 10 years, I've had the privilege to work side by side with the Treasurer's Office. And I've made wonderful working relationships with the staff that I hope to continue into the future. We've worked together to create online filing portal for businesses to file meals tax. And we've also worked together to find compromises, allowing the collections to perform their duties while maintaining information the commissioner needs to do theirs. In addition, my many years at the county in various roles has afforded me the opportunity to work with almost every department within the county. And I have a good working relationship already with the department heads and the leaders of this great organization. So an IT background is also critical for this job. As Scott mentioned earlier, over 30 years ago, former treasurer Elizabeth Daly, she worked with a software developer to design the cashiering system the county and many along the East Coast use today. So this was only possible due to Treasurer Daly's background in IT. And technology, as you know, has advanced by leaps and bounds in the past 30 years. And we have to consider other options out there. During my tenure with the commissioner, on 2 separate occasions, I've worked with a technology company to take an idea and craft a software solution to meet our needs. And these products are now being marketed throughout the Commonwealth and beyond. As an elected official, I'm ultimately accountable to you. Customer service is my top priority. And if elected on day 1, I'll be expanding office hours, including DMV Select, to help those with work commutes. I will also increase the availability of assistance and payment plans to help those in need. Longer term, I will work to make as many in-office functions available online. Additionally, giving back to the community is very important. And in the coming months, I plan to start a personal finance course for you, something I believe is a critical life skill that's not being emphasized enough in schools. I am not a politician. I'm a skilled professional interviewing for a job with you, the citizens of Stafford. And I'm asking you to entrust me to manage the county's over $300 million portfolio. And I can promise you professionalism over politics. So whatever your political persuasion, I ask for your support on June 20th and November 7th.